for the Wolfpack.
Certainly they'll have the home advantage by being at Reynolds Coliseum, and you can see with the following that NC State has at Chapel Hill. Their fans, they're voracious, and I believe that they will have the inside track because they have a lot to prove. But hey, Virginia Tech, they have something to say as well.
Our final match of the night, 133, Kai Orine, NC State, redshirt sophomore, ranked 18, comes in a mark of 11-4, taking on Jace Palmer, redshirt freshman from Casper, Wyoming.
Right in on a single is Kai Orine. Kai Orine is good on top, and he has some good cradles as well. Palmer has just gotten better throughout the year. It's just gotten much, much better. Wrestled a tough schedule and competed. Palmer's doing a good job of keeping that whizzer there. But Orine gets the takedown.
One thing about Kai Orine, last year he did it, and this year he is doing it. He is a guy that just seems to peak at the right time. Still being a very young wrestler, he certainly improved throughout the course of the season last year. He was an NCAA qualifier. He won a couple of matches in Detroit, coming off a huge top 10 win last week over Philippi of Pitt. Seems to be following a similar path once again here in 23.
And if he wins this match and Tona wins his match and Philippi wins his match, each of them will have one loss in the conference, and there'll be an argument to see who's the #1 seed. And generally, when they have tied records, they go to the national rankings. Good shot there by Palmer. Palmer has some length to him as well. He's got to work his way up. The official stopped it because it says potentially dangerous. Looked like that right knee was going against the natural range of motion of the knee. So the official says that's potentially dangerous. Nothing illegal, just looks bad. Orine has back to that single again. And Palmer has the whizzer. Palmer's keeping a good job of balance. There's that crew we talked about. Patience again, same scenario. Palmer doing a good job. He's got to continue to face him. He can't just go out. He's got to face him. He doesn't want to turn his back. So as long as he's here, he's in a good position. He doesn't want to turn his back towards the wrestler and look for you out of bounds. Good shin whizzer. Good job there by Palmer. Always hustling.
Jace Palmer won 4 state championships in Wyoming, one of 24 wrestlers in the history of Wyoming high school wrestling to win 4 state titles. First Casper wrestler to win 4 crowns. Now he tries to get to his offense. Whizzer applied by Orine. So the roles reversed here late in the first period.
As we said before, Palmer's going to present himself. He's going to continue to wrestle hard.
2-1, Kai Orine after 1 period. Rock, I know we both enjoy going back and watching matches. And when you watched Orine and Philippi last week, he really wrestled a strategic match, and he showed the ability to ride, not just in regulation, but also in the tiebreaker period. He was able to get the riding point late to force the overtime. It went to the 2 tiebreakers, and Orine was able to ride out the full 30 seconds. And when you do that, you have the option of choosing neutral, and that's what he did with Philip. Smart decision.
Absolutely.
Quick escape here. Orine trying to shoot from a long range.
I'm looking at the build of Palmer, and I just don't see him being at 33 for his entire career. Now, I could be wrong, but just looking at him. Palmer's got to get his head on the inside, meaning that he wants where Orine's head is, that's where Palmer wants his head. Ooh, nice. But look at this. Oh, they're going to question this. There goes the action. He did a little lateral drop there. He went overhook and he went underhook. Control was not established, so there's no takedown. Good balance by Orine there. He said it. Palmer is going to present himself. A little action. The cement mixer. Yes, cement mixer.
He up 5-1, has the arm. Works the ball. They're trying to get a turn. Palmer going to put the belly down, and there's the tilt, just the one swipe, though. Good job by Palmer to get back to his base, and now Gary Wade is going to stop it for potentially dangerous.
A little bit potentially dangerous right there. Maybe the armbar, instead of going across the back, and may have gone towards the shoulder. Wasn't able to see it.
Palmer trying to hit a switch here late in the second period. Orine looking over at the corner. We talked about his ability to ride last week. Key in his win. To finish out these final 8 seconds. Palmer elects to do. Orine trapping and allowing Palmer any type of momentum. And we go to the third. Kai Orine by 4. Take a listen to these sounds. The power from Orine.
Yeah, underhook. And then over the top and rolled him through. Cement mixer action.
4th year in Raleigh for Orine. 2nd year in the lineup. He redshirted in 2020. Went 6-1, wrestling extra matches in 21. Then busted into the lineup. And now he busts out a cradle.
We mentioned that earlier. That Orine's good with his cradles. Nice camera angle here. Look to try and end this match with a bonus point victory. Riding time is almost secured. As we said before, Orine had what's called wiry strength. And he's able to get the cradle locked up, get the full allotment, 4 seconds on the back, and gets 4 points. Opened it up this third period.
Really separated himself from Palmer. Over 2 minutes of riding time. Has that secured. 9-1. NC State closing out this duel with an exclamation point. And for North Carolina, you start thinking big picture a little bit for Coleman Scott over the next couple of weeks. They still have a couple of weights. They just simply need to heal up if possible. Loud, Sherman, both still very obvious, dealing with injuries. Sherman not in the lineup again tonight. Loud, not the typical play Loud that we enjoyed watching just because of the leg situation for him. So we'll see if they can mend up and put it all together for the championship run, which starts in a couple of weeks in Raleigh.
One little thing that I like what I'm seeing from Palmer is that he always hustles back to the middle. No matter what's going on, he's going to beat his opponent back to the middle and continue to wrestle hard. Always something to learn from a match. And you can see the Wolfpack fans making their statement. Wolfpack, they're getting ready for Reynolds in the ACC Championship.
10-1, your final. Orine, NC State 28-6 over North Carolina. And both the Wolfpack and the Hokies right now sharing the regular season title. Pitt will try to jump into that pack tomorrow. And Rock, your thoughts as we close out tonight in Chapel Hill with this NC State team. Certainly it looks like peaking at the right time.
I love it. I love the fact that it's parity in the ACC. Virginia Tech wins tonight. UNC didn't do what they wanted to, but NC State looked great tonight. And tomorrow, Pitt is heavily favored against Duke. Just lining up for a couple weeks for the ACC Championships. Boy, is it going to be good and rocking in Reynolds.
We'll both be there on site. Can't wait for it as the postseason is around the corner.